Hi everyone, welcome to Jitanda's Biology.
Topic is blood vessels and circulation. Blood vessels and circulation. See, up to the 16th century, we have been not have the idea about the blood vessels and circulation. Why? Because up to the 16th century, no proper equipment like microscope has been not invented. So that's why we don't know about much about these blood vessels and circulation. But for the first time in the year of 1575, an Italian doctor called what? Girolamo Fabrici is the first Italian doctor who said that in the legs, he investigated upon what na legs, in the veins of the legs, he observed the veins in the legs, these will have the special structures called as what? Valves. They have a special structure called what na? Valves. What are these valves? Means these valves are allowing the blood, okay, allowing the blood to flow only in one direction. So that's why what happened, the blood is collected from all the parts of the body by the veins and they are carrying towards the heart. Heart. So for example, here this is a heart and here this is a vein and this is a vein, okay, this upper veins and the side veins and like this our veins are there. If the blood has been collecting like this, towards the heart, that is it collecting towards the heart from all the directions, that is from the legs, from the hands, from the sides and from the upper portions, all the deoxygenated blood is collecting by the veins. At that time what happened, the blood is carrying towards what? Towards the heart. It is carrying towards what? Heart. When it is carrying towards the heart, for example, if sometimes what happen, if these valves are not there, there is a chances of this blood to go backward direction also. They will go in the backward direction also. To prevent this situation, for example, this is a vein, means for example, the blood has been come up to here, means here up to here the walls has been blocked. The walls has been gets blocked here. And then this blood will move in this up to here in this direction, then here the walls will be moved like this, closed like this. So therefore what happen, as the walls are closing, the blood is flowing in the onward direction itself, that is towards the heart but not towards the back side, that is against the gravitational force. It is that is, for example, you take the blood present in the legs has to be come up, means it has to be work against the what? Gravitational force. So it has to come out against the gravitational force, means to prevent the backward flow, these valves are being useful. So that was first discovered by whom? Girolamo Fabrici observed in the legs veins they have the what? Valves. So by that he come to know that there will be the valves in the veins which are useful in the flowing of blood in only one direction. And later, but you don't know about the arteries. This arteries has been taking the blood away from the heart. That he did not pay any interest towards that and he did not give any clarification about that. Later on, what happened? Another scientist came. Who is that? William Harvey. So this William Harvey is an English doctor. Actually, he was an English doctor. That means who belongs to England. He has been completed his PUC in the England, that is at the intermediate level is completed in England. For the medical studies he went to France. France. In the France Medical College he has been studied. Why? Because he was very much interested in the teachings of Girolamo Fabrici. So that's why he want to do his doctor course under the guidance of under the professorship of this Girolamo Fabrici. So he went to France for the purpose of teaching of this Girolamo Fabrici, and then he started his medical education as the disciple. Disciple means nothing but a student, okay, an obedient student and dedicated student towards his professor, as he became a disciple for this Girolamo Fabrici. And whatever his teacher told, that is the walls are present in the veins, okay, he has not accepted. But he was this person, William Harvey, always in this medical college, he was dissecting the dead bodies. Okay, he has been destructing what nana? Dead bodies. While he is destructing the dead bodies, he come to know that in the heart of the dead bodies, at the time, for example, this is a heart nana. Okay, in the previous videos you seen the heart, no? That is upper two chambers auricles, lower two chambers what nana? Ventricles. That is right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. Okay, between the auricles there will be between the auricle, right auricle and right ventricle there will be a wall. And in the same manner between the auricles and left auricle, left ventricle also there will be a wall. So these walls are allowing, that is the valves are being present between the auricles and ventricles. That valves are being sending the blood from auricle to ventricle. Auricle to what? Ventricle. That is the deoxygenated blood from right auricle is entering into right ventricle. And whereas oxygenated blood from the left auricle is coming into left ventricle. It is the first observation and discovery of what? William Harvey. Later, he also come to know about the greater circulation. He has been discovered what? Greater circulation. At this greater circulation only later called as what? Double circulation. What is this double circulation? It means nothing but heart receives the 2 times the blood, that is called what? Double circulation. That clearly we come to know about the double circulation process in the upcoming topic. Okay, Nana. And here in this William Harvey, he told while he is observing like this, first he observed the valves are present between the right auricles and ventricles for the passing of blood from the auricles to what? Ventricles. And second thing, he observed the greater circulation process, that is the blood is flowing, and he come to know anything that how much amount of that is a new blood has to be produced. The new blood has been produced by the cells using. How much the cells are using? Okay, how much the cells are using the blood, that much amount of new blood is forming. That has to be formed actually. But that much amount of blood is forming means, if it is that much amount of blood is forming means, he calculated in 24 hours. Okay, in the 24 hours how much blood is required means, it is equivalent to, it is equivalent to the, that is 3 times body weight. 3 times more than what our body weight. But that much blood can be produced per every 1 day? No, it is not possible. It is not possible. Sorry, it is not 24 hours. In a 1 hour. Okay, per every 1 hour that much amount of blood is able to produce in our body? No. So that's why he has been come to know about that blood, that is whatever the blood present in the body, that is only recirculating in our body by the process of double circulation. How means, we discussed in the previous videos about the internal structure of human heart and what that is a blood circulation process. In that only just to recollect here. He taken the blood circulation process first from the, that is right ventricle. From right ventricle the blood is flowing into whom? That is a deoxygenated blood. The deoxygenated blood is flowing into whom? That is a pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery to the deoxygenated blood is going to whom? Lungs. You know that in the lungs are converting the deoxygenated blood into what? Oxygenated blood. That oxygenated blood is going into whom? That is a left auricle. From left auricle is going into what? Left ventricle. Okay. From the left ventricle it is going into whom? Aorta. Then from aorta it is going to what? All the parts of the body. From all the parts of the body oxygenated blood is received. At the same time again that is oxygenated blood has to receive all the parts means the deoxygenated blood has again come back to whom? That is a right ventricle. How they are coming? By the superior vena cava as well as the inferior vena cava. So this process, see in the first phase that deoxygenated blood is supplying from heart to all the parts to what? Lungs. In the second cycle, that is from the lungs, again the oxygenated blood is supplying to all the parts of the body. So as the heart is receiving the 2 times the blood, that is called a double circulation or it is called a greater circulation. Okay, so in this way the whatever the blood present in our body, that is nearly 5 to 5.5 liters of blood, that is only recirculating in the body. That he called it in the beginning called as a greater circulation. Okay, that was the discovery of what? William Harvey. That's why we can say William Harvey is the father of blood circulation. He is called as what? Father of blood circulation process. Why? Because he only discovered the blood circulation process. Later, while he is observing this, see Nana, that is arteries and veins are playing the major role in the circulation process. That is, veins are collecting the deoxygenated blood from all the parts of the body and sending to heart. In the same manner, the arteries, the aorta, largest artery, as well as arteries are taking the blood to the all the parts of the body. But here Nana, while he is observing at that time, he observed a tiny smaller branches of arteries are there. Actually, they are called as arterioles. They are called what, Nana? Arterioles. And the branches of veins are called as venules. They are called what? Venules. So actually these are arterioles and venules are observed by this William Harvey, but he don't know at that time. Why? Because proper equipment is not there, so he was not confirmed them. He has been not confirmed them. Later others has been confirmed. They are called arterioles as well as venules. Arterioles and what? Venules. And at the same time, you see Nana, he also observed one more thing. Between the arteries, between the what, Nana? Arteries and veins, there is a separate type of blood vessels are there. That blood vessels used to call them as what, Nana? Blood capillaries. They are called what? Blood capillaries. Actually, these blood capillaries also observed by William Harvey only. But at that time, he don't know they are called as what? Blood capillaries. Later, another scientist called as Marcello Malpighi has been discovered this blood capillaries. These blood capillaries are what? They are connecting substances, connecting blood vessels between the arteries and veins. Blood capillaries are connecting blood vessels between the arteries and veins. That was observed by whom? Marcello Malpighi after the death, 4 years after the death of William Harvey. After William Harvey dying, 4 years afterwards, he has been discovered this thing. And he discovered where in the blood capillaries? He has been discovered these blood capillaries in the wings of a bat. In the wings of a what, Anna? Bat. Okay. In the wings of the bat, if you open the wings of a bat, backside will be a thin transparent layer is there, Anna. In the transparent layer, we can see somewhat blood vessels also. That nerves, naturally blood vessels, and that nerves and blood vessels. And in that, he observed with help of magnifying lenses. With help of what, Anna? Magnifying lenses. So by this, total process of circulation has been completed, and this was accepted up to now. Okay, and this is only the blood circulation process. That is, once a small gland, veins will have the valves, and that allows the blood to only in one direction. Whereas the arteries are taking the blood away from the heart, and next. Coming into between the arteries and veins, there are the connecting blood vessels are called blood capillaries. These are three major events in the process of blood circulation. And first valves has been discovered by Girolamo Fabrici, and blood circulation was discovered by William Harvey. Capillaries was discovered by what, Nana? That is Marcello Malpighi. And later on we have that is a small experiment to show that is how the arteries are taking the blood away from the heart and how the veins are taking the blood towards the heart. For the sake, what you have to do means you have to take a person's hand. You ask your friend to hand to be keep straight like that, and in the middle what you have to do, you take a roll in a cotton cloth. You can roll it, and then you can keep like this and make him to tightly hold it. That then you can tightly keep a bandage here. You tightly keep in a bandage. That is a tight bandage. That is called a tourniquet. That is called what? Tourniquet. And then wait for 2 minutes. Wait for what? 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, you can see that this side one blood vessel is bulging, and this side the one blood vessel is bulging. Whatever the blood vessel bulging this side is called as vein. Whatever the blood vessel which is bulging this side is considered as what? Artery. Why? Because the veins are collecting the blood towards the heart. As it is collecting the blood towards the heart, so that's why here the tourniquet is there. So that's why it arrested the flow towards the heart. That's why the blood has been accumulated in this, and whatever the blood vessel which has been accumulated and swollen is called as considered it as a veins. Whereas the arteries are taking away the blood from the heart, as they are been bulging here or swelling here, that it is considered as what? Arteries. So without any distraction, he has been practically shown this with the help of this experiment to the people in those days, 16th century, about the arteries and veins, without distraction, without damaging the blood vessels. So this was called as William Harvey's classical experiment. William Harvey's classical experiment to show the arteries and veins. Now a small thing here, that Marcello Malpighi, I told he discovered the capillaries. No, that capillaries is a Latin word, Nana. It is what word? Latin word. The meaning is thin hair-like structures. That is, they are as thin as hair-like structure. That is in a Latin language word. The meaning is thin hair-like structures. And here, after one more activity is also given. What is that activity means? First you sit upon a stool or in a bench which is above from the ground. That means your feet should not touch the ground. And then you can, for example, you think this is one leg and another leg you keep like this. Okay, one that is a leg over the another knee, you keep it. And then you wait for certain time. After a certain time, you see that the blood circulation stops as you are applying the force here. As forcibly you are keeping in a certain force, the blood circulation stops there. When the blood circulation stops, at that time you will develop pins and needles. అంటే చిన్నగా గుచ్చినట్టుగా ఉంటుంది, తిమ్మిర్లు అంట. Okay, so that is a pins and needles will be developed. And why it is developed? As the blood circulation will be stopped here, and whatever the blood has been stopped here, that will be showing this type of pins and needles. Okay, this is also showing that always the blood is carrying away by the arteries to the various parts. Okay, as you are pressing arteries very tightly here, that is the blood cannot be moved towards forward direct. That is the reason we will develop the pins and needles here. That is one activity to show about the arteries. And next activity is veins. That is, you take your hand and you roll your hand like this. Go on, roll it for 1 or 2 minutes. And afterwards, you keep your hand down vertically down like this. And then at the end of at one point, that is wherever the veins are been well you are rolling, what will happen? The blood circulation will become faster, and there what happen? At the end of your finger, you can press like this. When you press like this, you see here your bulging will be occurs. Why? Because here the valves I told you in the veins, that valves will be actually has to close the that is to prevent the backward flow. So where this valves has been closing, then what happened here? To some extent these veins will be gets bulging in nature. There is swelling. Okay, that swelling is nothing but we show that the veins will have the valves. These are also simple to activities to show about the valves in the veins as well as about the circulation of blood by the arteries. Okay, Nana. So these are two activities. Okay, Nana. Now we are going to know about the differences between the arteries and veins. Arteries and what? Veins. See, this is the transverse section. TS means what? Transverse section of artery. This is a transverse section of what? Vein. And whereas this is a transverse section of blood capillaries. You know that blood capillaries connecting what? Arteries and veins. You take this one, this empty space inside is that is called lumen. That is the diameter we can say of. Okay, the diameter of these blood vessels is called what? Lumen. See, this is the lumen of that is artery, and this is the lumen of what? Vein. And you take these are the lining cells, that is outside lining cells. Whereas you take these arteries will have elastic fibrous coat, that is elastic in nature. Whereas they have the tough fibrous coat, that is less elasticity they have. And this is about that. You take the TS of blood capillaries, that is this is the lumen side, this is the lining cells. Now we'll see about the difference between the arteries and veins. You take arteries, you know that these arteries will always carries what type of blood, Nana? That is oxygenated blood. They bring what type of blood? Oxygenated blood. Whereas you take veins, they will always carry what type of blood? Deoxygenated blood. So that is oxygenated blood and deoxygenated. But among the arteries, except one artery, what is that artery? That is nothing but pulmonary artery. What is that, Anna? Pulmonary artery. Our remaining all arteries carries oxygenated blood, means pulmonary artery carries a deoxygenated blood. In the same manner, all the veins will carry the deoxygenated blood, means except that pulmonary vein. That pulmonary vein will carry what type of blood? That is oxygenated blood. You take arteries will carry the blood away from the heart. That is from the heart they will take away the blood to all the parts of the body. Whereas they will take towards the heart. It carries the blood towards what? Heart. So always it collects the deoxygenated blood from all the parts of the body and it brings towards the heart. It is away from the heart. And whereas arteries are elastic in nature. Why? Because it outside membrane is made up with the elastic fibrous coat. Whereas you take these that veins are less elasticity. Okay, less elastic in nature. You take arteries are rigid. Arteries are what? Rigid. Whereas the veins are what? Less rigid. They are less rigid. And moreover, you take arteries are being deep seated. What is the meaning of deep seated? Means nothing but they are present in the very inner parts of the body. That is upside skin, next to muscles, next to bones, like this. Between the bones and muscles, these arteries will be present. Whereas you take veins, they are superficial. They are what? Superficial. That is they are present above itself. Okay, whenever the doctor want to administrate any glucose or injection they want to give, they can give for the veins itself. Why? Because they are present in a outer layer itself, whereas they are present in the very deeper layers, arteries. And next, arteries, you take the blood pressure, BP. BP means what? Blood pressure will be more in the arteries, whereas the blood pressure will be low in the water veins. Okay, in the veins it will be the blood pressure will be the what? Low, whereas the BP will be more in the what? Arteries. What is the reason? Very important. What is the reason why there is a more BP in arteries when compared to veins? Why? Because first the heart pumps first blood into arteries. From arteries that blood will go into what? Arterioles. Arterioles, so they go to what? Blood capillaries. From blood capillaries they go to what? Venules. From venules they go to what? Veins. So this much distance they will travel. So that's why the pressure will be less in the veins, whereas the pressure will be more in the what? Arteries. So as the heart is pumping first blood into the arteries, that's why the pressure will be more in the arteries when compared to what? Veins. And next, here they can retain their shape. That is, whenever the blood pressure is more, what will happen? That this blood pressure is more, at that time what happens? The size will be increased. When the pressure decreases, automatically the size will be decreased. But they cannot retain their shape. Okay, once they are collapsed, they can be collapsed itself. That is, they always their shapes remains to be similar. Okay, and whereas they can retain its shape. Okay, and you take thickness, that is arteries thick. Arteries are very thick. Why? Because they have to pump to the very distant parts at the same time with more pressure. As the heart is pumping first into the arteries, that's why the more pressure will be there. To withstand that pressure, that walls of the arteries are very thick, whereas the walls of the veins are what? Thin. So these many differences are there between the arteries as well as what? Veins. And one more thing we can say, arteries will be ends. They will be ends at the capillaries. The ends at what? Capillaries. Whereas veins starts at capillaries. They can start at what? Capillaries. Now the next difference is lumen. You take lumen size. You say here the lumen size is what? Small in the arteries. Whereas you take the lumen size in the veins will be what? That will be big. And next, you take, I already discussed in the last class, that is valves are being present in this, whereas here the valves has been absent. Valves has been what? Absent. So they will be supply the blood. They supply the blood what? To all the parts. They supply the blood to what? All the parts of the body. Whereas they collect the blood from all the parts. They collect the blood from what? All the parts. So these are the differences between the arteries and veins. Whereas you take capillaries, blood capillaries means it is a lumen and this lining, it is made up of with a single layer. These capillaries are made up with what? The cells are made up with what? A single layer. And next one, they are useful in diffusion of substances. Diffusion of what? Substances. And next, they are useful for what? Connection between what? Arteries and veins. Arteries and what? Veins. They are useful to connect in the arteries and veins. And they are microscopic vessels. They are what? Microscopic vessels. Vessels means nothing but a tube-like structures. Microscopic means nothing but what? They are very minute and able to see with only microscope. And they will squeeze out. They will be squeeze out the WBC in the blood circulation process. The WBCs will be get squeezing out with help of what? This is the blood capillaries. These are the functions of, the main function is connecting of arteries and veins, and that is the main duty of what? Blood capillaries. This is about the different types of blood vessels.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.